Okay. Hi, Charlie. How are you? Good. That's good. Well, today we're going to be doing something fun, something that you can do with your hands. We're going to be at an art center together today, okay? How does that sound? Good. All right. I'm glad you like it. Are you excited? Oh my gosh, what do you see? Markers. I do have a bunch of crayons. I have crayons that actually look. What do you notice about these crayons? How do they look different than these crayons? These do look a little bit newer, yes. Yeah, these have a lot more colors. But what about these? Do these maybe remind you of the kind of colors that you might see on people? Do you think you might have some friends who sit next to you in class or maybe are next door in Miss Mosey's room? Do you think you've seen some friends that have different colors? Yes, good. So these crayons are my special crayons. I love these crayons. They're my favorite. These crayons are the Colors of the World crayons, and they let us color ourselves, our friends, our family members, neighbors. They let us color people the color that we are, as close as to the color we are in real life. Yeah, so not everybody looks the same, right? And that's okay. We're all different. And I love that I found these because now we can use the color that we are on our paper. Isn't that neat? I know. And so for today, Charlie, I want you to focus on creating something that means a lot to you, okay? So this is going to be something actually called process art, okay? So this means you're going to take your time, you're going to think of an idea. Remember from our theme that we were talking about this week, let's create, right? So we read Ready, Set, Build. Remember when dog and cat, they had to, before they created something, they had to sketch it and they had to think of their idea. They had to make a, do you remember what they had to make? It starts with the letter P. They had to make a plan. Good, Charlie. High five. Good. They had to make a plan. So we have to think, use our brains, and think of a plan and maybe even sketch something that means something to you. Okay, I want this to be a picture. It could be of you, it could be your family, it could be a pet, it could be a place you went before, it could be something that's special to you. And I want you to use your imagination. I have and a whole bunch of things you can use. So we have the markers, the crayons, the matte pencils. I have these crayons. So if you want to draw some clouds, I have plenty of blues. If you want to draw grass, I have plenty of greens. I have glue for you in case you want to use any tissue paper. Maybe you want to use this for the sky, or maybe this pattern for somebody's clothes if you're drawing yourself or a family member. You think that would be good on a dress? I think so too. It looks cute, doesn't it? Maybe a blouse or a dress. Yeah, polka dot. And pink is your favorite color, right? I knew it. I remembered. I tried to find pink because I think Charlie likes pink, so let me do that. I also have regular white paper that you can draw on front and back. Or if you'd like to use construction paper, you could also use this to draw on, or white paper. Which would you like to, what would you prefer? Sorry. This one? Sounds good. Oh, so you can see all the colors that you're using. That's a good idea, Charlie. I like that thinking. I like that thinking because let's say we wanted to use the color green and you were using green on green. Do you think it might blend in? Blending in means that it's kind of hard to see. So if I use a white crayon on white paper, am I going to be able to see it? No, it would be kind of hard to see because it's the same color. Okay, so go ahead. You can get your paper. Go ahead and start drawing, sketching, whatever you'd like to do. No rush, no problem. You want to do a family picture? Sure, absolutely. So let's go over who's in your family. It's Charlie. And who else? Mommy, Daddy, yes. Who else? You have Cameron. Your little sister, right? That's 4 people, right? Let's count. Good job, 4. And I think I remember you telling me you had another person in your family, but they weren't a person, they were an animal. Doug, that's right. You have your dog, Doug. Good. And so that's your family, right? Because even though Doug is a dog, do you think he's still part of your family? Do you care for him and love him and feed him and take him on walks and play with him? Right, just like mommy and daddy take time with you and Cameron to play, to go walking, do arts and crafts. I remember mom said y'all went to shenanigans last week for spring break. Yes, she told me. Good job. Okay, well, go ahead and start drawing. Would you like to? Oh, absolutely. Yes, you can. Do you know what color you might use? I'll lay them out for you. That way you can see. So Charlie, what color do you think you would use? Okay, you want to use this one? Sure, okay. Let me ask you something. Do you think, looking at this color, if this is the color you want to use for you, what color would Miss Loop use? If I wanted to color myself with the same color of my skin, this is the color of your skin, right? It looks pretty close. Yeah. And so we have different color skin, right? Yeah. Maybe one of these 2 colors, you think? What do you think? Which one looks closer? Do you think this one? It's a little bit lighter, right? Okay, I'll use this one. And you're going to go ahead and use that one. Which color would you use for Dad? This one? I think that's a good guess. That's just about right. And which color would you use for Mom? You thinking? It's a little hard sometimes, right? I have so many. I'm sorry. You think this one? Cool. Okay, sure. Go ahead. And what about for Cameron, your little sister? That was a trick question. I was hoping you would say that. I was thinking the same color as you. Yeah, y'all have about the same skin tone, right? Good. All right, so you go ahead and start, and I'm gonna start, okay? Oh, wait a minute. You are so awesome. You remembered sister got a haircut and you drew her hair shorter. I love it. And what color is sister's hair? Black. It sure is. Good job. All right. Well, good, Charlie. Good. I'm glad we're having fun. You're always giving me really good ideas during small group and when we're in our circle time. You have really good stories. You and all of your classmates have amazing ideas. Y'all are always answering questions, participating. I love it. You think so? Good. Yeah, I was drawing me with pants because it's been cold outside recently. All right, Charlie. Well, I'm glad we got to do this together. We're going to keep drawing. And I can't wait to see what we create and what we can showcase on our wall outside with all of our schoolwork. Absolutely. You keep on drawing, and I'm actually going to go check on someone else real quick who's raising their hand and needs help, okay?